ganito eh. May hero pool siya na maliit, pero if he gets hold of one of those heroes,
10 seconds remaining.
maganda yung
Magaling siya.
malakas yung impact niya sa game. Especially
5
with these
seconds
heroes.
remaining.
Kita niyo naman kanina, sinabi nga natin na one arrow could actually win them the game. And
Reserve
na-deliver
time.
niya yung arrow na yun.
Tama. And
At
it
doon
turned
daw-
that out
oo,
to defeat the
oo.
Fnatic.
Doon nagkaroon ng ano eh, parang yung breaking point.
Oo, yun.
Kasi war of attrition na yun eh.
Team
Oo.
back.
Kumbaga, patience na yun eh. At kailangan maging patient ka na lang. Mag-Chinese Dota na lang kayo. Tingnan nyo yung pagkakamaling gagawin at yung pagkakamaling yun, gamitin nyo. Para
Tama.
Eh, ang nangyari is, sinalo nung isa
10
yung pana,
seconds remaining.
nag-break.
Oo,
Yung
si Ohio yun.
Fnatic,
Actually,
oo.
nagkaroon siya ng parang konting
5
hesitation
seconds
move lang na move na siya sa kaliwa. Tapos biglang naisip niya, puta, sa kanan mas maganda. And yun na yun. Yun na yung naka-land ng arrow sa kanya. Anyways, Team NP here gonna close the second phase of the picks with the Spirit Breaker pick. And now we're looking to an offlane hero for them. But for Virtus bro, Underlord, this is usually an offlane hero which can match up well with the Luna because of how Underlord works. Pero sa tingin mo, is this the patch that will actually favor the
10
Pit Lord or
seconds
the
remaining.
Underlord?
I think kasi yung kit niya, to be
5
honest, is
seconds
really,
remaining.
really good. Especially with the heroes na ginagamit
Reserve
ngayon.
time.
You have the Luna, you have the Drone Ranger. If ever na mahuli mo sila dun sa pit, or if
Pit of
ever
Malice.
napadaan sila dun sa Pit of Malice, eh mahirapan talaga sila. Especially dito, yung Spirit Breaker. If you're expecting the Spirit Breaker to actually charge,
Radiant
kung
team pick.
mape-predict mo kung saan siya dadaan, you can actually set the Pit
Oo,
of
tama.
Malice
Oo.
doon. And you
Na-
can actually
maganda
stop
yun,
him.
tama,
Diba?
actually.
Kumbaga, hindi mo masabi. Kung kunyari hindi mo nakikita yung Underlord, tapos, sige, baka ka, pasok ka na ng pasok, charge ka na ng charge.
10
Tapos biglang may Pit of
seconds
Malice doon. Ikaw
Ikaw
ang
ang
masasaktan
nangyayari.
doon. Oo.
Tama,
5
napakagandang
seconds
interaction niya
remaining.
from the Pit of Malice. And of course, you still
And-
have the
And
Disruptor.
especially with the Warlock.
Reserve
Warlock
time.
can actually engage using his golem. Ang pwede niya gawin doon, if ever may mahuling tatlo, is just to actually zone out gamit yung Pit of Malice niya.
Tama.
Kumbaga, kung wala kang BKB, huwag kang mag-angas na lalapit ka lang. Mirana could actually just leap in. Iwasan niya. Pero ang problema no, pag nag-leap in ka naman, wala ka nang palabas.
So,
Pero Ursa Warrior dito mga best.
close out for Virtus Pro. They have a very, tawag dito, early potential with their, early game potential
Ito lang
because
yan
of that Ursa
Yung
Warrior.
Virtus Pro dito football team. Yung dalawang quarterback tapos yung isang tigahawak
tama,
niya si Disruptor nandun sa likod. Yung
Oo.
tatlo haharap lang. Pagka yung tatlo humarap, yung dalawa dun sa likod papalo lang. Yun lang yung gagawin nila.
Actually, and Team NP now, they also have their a very
Pero
team
ito,
fight oriented lineup.
Very ballsy dito yung gagawin ng Virtus Pro. To actually use the sniper with a Spirit Breaker in the line on the enemy's line.
Alam na natin sa pubs,
Alam
grabe.
Hindi, eto lang common knowledge lang sa pubs. Ano bang sinasabi natin madalas? Uy, may sniper, piliin nyo yung backup room. Okay, may
10
charge ako,
seconds
may nether
remaining.
strike ako. We can actually use it. May barrow strike ako, madali mahuli.
5
But the
seconds
problem is,
remaining.
tignan natin kung paano i-execute
Tama.
netong Virtus Pro.
Ni no one.
Ipag-protect.
Oo, sa
Pag-push
sniper.
off.
Kailangan
Kaya-
napakaganda ng position dito ni no one on his sniper.
Alam mo sinasabi na dito ng ng NP.
Prepare for
Kapag
battle.
natatalo na tayo, bili kayo blade, papalungin kayo dyan. Mahilig yan sa masokista yan, mahilig masaktan yan.
So, pakita na natin from the Radiant side of the map, we have Virtus Pro and Solo on his support, Ogre Magi, Ramses on his carry,
Magkahiwalay ba
Ursa.
yung Virtus Pro tsaka si Solo? Parang di-
And then si no one on his sniper, mid lane sniper, 9 pa siya, off lane Underlord, and support Lil sa kanyang Disruptor.
And for the side of NP, it's Eternal Envy on the Mirana MSS as the Sand King, Rose on the Spirit Breaker, AUI 2000 as the Luna, and SBG on the Warlock. At meron po tayong special guest ngayon mga kaibigan.
Ito na.
Kasi andito siya kanina pa pero gusto niya na mag-cast eh.
Oo. Kumbaga,
Ito na mga kaibigan, Asurai PH.
Asurai PH, the one and the
Hello.
only.
Ayan na siya.
Ayan, so I'll be your
tatlo kami.
play-by-play caster for this game between Virtus Pro and Team NP. So guys, yun lang.
Ayun.
What's up?
So tignan lang natin the laning. Nakapaglaro ka na ba ng 7.0 Asurai?
I'll be honest, hindi pa. Nanonood lang ako
Hindi.
ng mga matches.
Nakapaglaro ka na.
Ano, kailan?
Yung dinner natin mga talent,
Naglaro ba tayo? No?
naglaro tayo noon ng Dota.
7-0 na ba nun?
7.0
Ay, oo, tama.
na nun. Kaya nga 'di ba nag-uusap tayo kapag nag-Dota, hiwa-hiwalay muna tayo kasi lahat tayo bano.
Sabi nga nila nung lumabas sa 7.00, it's a totally new game kaya pwede kayong mag-start from scratch technically.
May mga nagsasabi na
30
may mga
seconds
nagsasabi
to
na
battle.
that it's easier to get into the pro scene kapag ka new yung patch. Ang akin naman, there are some things kasi na hindi naapektuhan ng patch eh. Mechanics, yung playstyle mo, kung paano, yung the way you understand the game. Well, although magbabago yun
Oo.
dahil nga ano eh, iba eh.
Yeah,
Iba
and
yung game ngayon.
siyempre skill set pa rin naman ng hero. Even if you do have different attributes lalo na doon sa talents, it's
Yep.
still technically the same hero that you've been using from, you know, before the 7.00 patch
Pero
came out.
tingin mo ba, Sukai? Akin kasi, I see talents, nakikita ko yung mga talent tree natin. It's a way to adapt kasi dun sa game. Kumbaga, ikaw pipili, di ba, you have the freedom to choose between two, and ikaw yung pipili kung ano yung mga ilalagyan mo. Do you think ba na, sumama na ba ngayon, yung pagiging adaptable ng player sa mga hinahanap natin kapag ka sa pro scene, mga ganun? Yung adaptability nila. How fast they adapt dun sa game. Kasi ito, di mo yung talent tree, di ba? Dati natin sinasabi natin na parang uy, natalo tayo ng first game, adapt na lang tayo ng second game. Ngayon, kailangan mo na din mag-adapt in-game kasi may talent tree na eh.
But I think naman kahit before you didn't have the talent tree, you still have to adapt it. Kasi in terms of items, kung nangyari nalulugi ka sa damage, you have to go
Tama.
a little bit tanky. I think like just the talent tree is more of like, you know, a permanent item that you have when you reach a certain level. Parang ganun lang.
Ito, it's a dual lane. Dito mga kaibigan, no one and solo dito. Talagang ang plano lang talaga nila dito is to actually deny NB farm eh. It's, alam mo yun, Eternal NB needs his levels to actually do flashy plays. Kapag walang level yan, hindi mo na maano yan eh. Although makakuha siya ng levels, pero at least putting pressure dun sa Mirana, malaking bagay na din yan.
Yeah, not only that, you're gonna have a better time on that sniper, and sniper having the early pickups on his items is a good sign for Virtus Pro. We know that sniper isa siyang para sa mga volatile heroes in the patch eh. Kung pangit yung start niya, pangit na siya whole game. Pero kung maganda yung start niya, sobrang pwede siya maging napaka-explosive dun sa later stages of the game. So that's why I think that Virtus Pro is putting more emphasis on giving a good time to their own sniper.
Yeah, but look at this here though. Rabs is actually having the mindset to check out the camp on the opponent's side sa Team NP jungle para lang makuha yung a couple of XP and gold for him. He's gonna get a little bit of harass, pero I think that's alright naman for, you know, at least countering the loss of minions that he has from that pull.
Yeah, because the dark side of the jungle is medyo easier siya mag-pull eh.
Tawag namin dito Crips. Paramdam ko, nagwawala na yung mga tao dun eh. Tinawag yung minions yung Crips. May nagwawala na sa chat, sumisigaw na, anong minion? Anong pinagsasabi mong minion? Tsaka dito hero. Baka sabihin mo, champion. Hindi.
Chill lang.
Actually, nagulat nga din ako na great, yung ang galing ng MSS na as offlaner. Kasi na-utilize niya yung jungle. Yung jungle ngayon kasi di ba binago ng sobra. So ibig sabihin, there are a lot of aspects sa jungle na alam na natin.
Oh, but here comes the charge from Rose, gonna catch up onto Solo, and now actually look to file up, but Solo's gonna get away from that one as the sniper did put in some rain from above, and just a little bit of love tap from Team NP there, showing some, you know, aggression against Virtus Pro.
Yep. So, yun nga. Kaya natin pinag-usapan eh, yung sabi mo si MSS na off-lane. Kasi yung dire side actually, madali siyang makapag-pull from the off-lane from the jungle to the off-lane. And what Ramses did was to just get a check on that. Kasi madali na mahuli din naman sa off-lane kung nagpo-pull siya or hindi. And if you punish that, actually, you're taking away a lot of experience from the off-lane. So, win-win situation siya for Ramses to actually do that move that he did kanina.
Pero alam mo yun, maraming aspects talaga kasi sa gubat ngayon na hindi pa natin alam eh. Hindi pa natin alam yung full potential talaga ng gubat eh. Mga mag 1 month pa lang ata or 3 weeks in pa lang. itong patch na to. So talagang madami pa tayong hindi alam at hindi na
Na-explore.
aaral. O yun nga sinasabi natin. At saka unang-una pa, 'di ba? Napansin mo ba? Ay, hindi kasi nakapagkas kasi ako yung first tournament after yung patch. Hindi ganito yung hindi ganito yung Dota na makikita mo dati. Yung Dota na makikita mo dati, yung pagkakaintindi pa rin ng Southeast Asian Dota, yung last patch pa rin. Pero ang ginawa na lang nila, nag-adapt na lang din dun sa mga talent trees. Yun na lang ginawa nila. So ibang-iba yung Dota na nakikita natin ngayon kaysa last time.
More on sa jungle heavy na siya because narinig ko before sinasabi, sobrang laki na ngayon ng impact ng mga shrines sa gameplay ng Dota. That's because if you get a gank and then you just go back to the shrine, you're basically back to full HP.
Yep.
Pero ayun nga, kanina si Purge, nanonood ako ng stream, yung feed. Ganito kasi, may sinabi siya about kay Ayo. Since nga daw may shrine na, ano daw silbi pa nung heal na bibigay ni Ayo? Kasi pwede na rin naman daw siyang mag-shrine na lang, puno yung buhay niya, and one less hero pa na, alam mo yun, pwede ka na lang pumili ng ibang hero.
Nang mas
for the
offensive
disabled,
na...
Mas offensive. So, maganda pa rin naman si Ayo, yung rotations niya, yung relocate niya. Ang problema, parang ganun din eh. Parang ganun din kasi yung hero na yung shrine na yun na yung nagko-compensate dun sa pag-heal ng mo.
Pero teka muna dyan, the Rose is actually looking for a charger on the Pasha. Let's get the connect, but then Pasha's already out from the top tier lane. And that's just gonna be about it.
Yeah, zoning, they want to give more space for Awi 2000 to farm and taking that Underlord away from that Luna because Underlord can actually match up against most carries because of how tanky he is and also his kit of having that bonus damage and that Firestorm to zone out his opponent. So having that extra harass din from that Spirit Breaker.
Ang problema kasi pagka kumakalaban ka ng Underlord sa may offlane, ganito kasi, mostly kasi lagi, ang creep wave, di ba, pinupull mo. Sabihin, nag-i-stack yung wave, sabihin natin, maximum 3 waves na pwede pumasok doon. Tandaan natin na yung passive, neto ni Underlord, na pag may namamatay sa paligid niya, tumataas yung damage niya. Sabihin, if
Or
you're
it's actually be a smoke gank here into the mid lane. Hold that thought lang, sorry. And the sniper doesn't have any support from his teammates. Here comes the Genting from behind. There's the charge as well. Double stun already. And here comes Eternal Envy. More damage coming on. And that's going to be the first blood being taken by Eternal Envy. Nice commitment there and teamwork from Team Envy.
Yeah, Team NP noticing that there are 2 heroes down the bottom lane. They know that there will be no support incoming for that sniper. Very good wraparound gank.
Yeah, and having that triple stun combo talaga. Stun lock all the way. Just... making sure talaga na hindi makakataas yung dito sniper even if he doesn't have any support or pampatakas na skill.
Escapability.
Escapabilities. But now, MSS and now payback na hinahanap ng Virtus.Pro. Rose coming in with the charge as well. Oh, MSS very low on HP and he will not survive it as well. And the static field actually catching up onto Rose. They're following him onto the tier 2 tower here. Onti na lang. And there you go. Blast from the Ogre Magi and that's going to be a double kill for Virtus.Pro. And Solo gonna take one more hit and namatay siya to the hands of Rose.
Kahit pa paano, maganda pa rin namang
2 for 1.
Pero ito, the
Arrow will not connect.
Mga kaibigan. And ito si Rose, gusto niya pa. Pagkatibig, pinauwi.
Yun.
Uwing-uwi.
Balik siya sa base niya.
Ito kasi yung pinaka-problema talaga ng Spirit Breaker. Ewan ko ba't nila ginagawa to Pero Spirit Breaker, pinipili nila kapag may Disruptor. Second pick yung Disruptor, fourth pick, itong backup room So, charge, tapos nag-glimpse ba ka lang?
I still think pag wala naman yung Disruptor sa area ng
Yeah.
hindi pa rin na-outweigh pa rin niya kasi ang daming non-mobile heroes. Dito ang Virtus.Pro. And the Rose is looking to actually show that as he tried to go in onto the sniper there, but now he's taking a lot of damage, trying to run away. Eternal Envy, can he save his comrade? That's gonna be a no. And yun, bumagsak siya, giving another kill for Virtus.Pro. That was really, really sloppy coming in from Team NP.
Yeah, and Solo wrapping around from that tier 1 tower. He actually backdoored that tier 1 tower to secure that kill for his sniper with that Bloodlust and that Ignite and Fire Blast, of course.
Oh, galing. Nice.
May mga nagtatanong kung kailan daw yung so-called Mineski. Every after series ginagawa yun, mga bes. Kasi alam mo yun, parang nanonood lang kayo para makipag so-called Mineski. Pero
After series,
pero
for sure.
Ito Yung mga tumatawag ngayon, at least walang naguhubad. Last time yung Boston Major, ang daming nakahubad na tumawag dun.
May babae ba doon? Kasi kung meron,
Wala lalaki.
medyo...
Yun
okay.
nga, malungkot nga.
Malungkot.
Hindi, malungkot. Malungkot
Kasi-
lang. Kasi kapag may babae, kasi ayaw namin nun.
Oo,
Respect.
syempre.
Respect, y'all.
Respect the women, guys.
Solo with the Invis rune is gonna scout out all
Oh, this
the...
could be huge, though. There he goes. He
It
traps
will be.
the Sand King, and now Sand King gonna go for the Burrow Strike. But
And
look at that, the Luna!
Lips, mga
Oh my
kaibigan.
goodness, the damage just too much. And that's going to be the one kill onto the Disruptor. Most of VP, there's actually 4 members of VP here onto the bot tier 1 tower, pero will NP actually commit? That is the question here, as all of NP
5 heroes na.
yeah, this is gonna be a 4v5, but at the same time, 8 seconds bago bumalik ito ang Disruptor. Will NP commit? That is a huge question. No, this is gonna be Dark Rift na out of the way.
Kaya alis nila.
Easy out. Oh, but no, the cancel!
Hindi. Mga
Hindi.
kaibigan, hindi tumama.
Just a split
Sayang.
second away from canceling that Dark Rift.
Pero kung tinamaan yun, that could have been
Radiant's
disastrous
bottom
for
tower
team.
is under
Definitely.
Wait, just a question.
Virtus Pro.
Did MSS actually see where the Dark Rift is? Kahit man sa fog of war siya, or...
No,
No.
So he just guessed it.
Aware lang
probably.
siya. Prediction lang talaga.
That's a
yun.
prediction. He won't see that animation.
But can he hear? Can he hear pala? May parang ano ba siya? Audio cue? Or
No,
wala naman?
only if he sees that behind fog. Parang if he sees that nang walang fog, yes, merong audio cue. Pero pag wala siyang idea na nag-start yon,
Sabi dito ng isang
Dire's
viewer,
middle
bakit
tower
daw
is
po
under attack.
first kill max,
Dire's structures are
shrapnel max,
fortified.
ito si Sniper. It's a way to protect him kasi.
Yeah, yun din iniisip ko.
Oo. It's a way to protect him lalo na kapag ano, good damage plus a way to slow down enemies kapag palapit sa'yo. Ano yun eh, kumbaga protection na yun.
Oh, kasi two-way yan eh. Isipin mo, nakita mo kanina yung ginang siya ng ni Rose on the Barathrone, tapos tatry niya tumakbo. Binagsak niya yung shrapnel. Rose actually
Around
didn't have any... he got super slowed, and then
Yep.
the DPS and DOT just took care of him.
Yep, maxing out the shrapnel on the sniper. The competitive level is very good because of its offensive and defensive
Radiant's middle tower is
mechanisms.
under
Also,
attack.
when you're getting ganked on, you use shrapnel defensively, and then you can shift to the you can counter the initiation if your teammates will support TP support on you.
Kasi I think, aside from shrapnel, yung ultimate lang naman natin ni Sniper yung nagka-cost ng mana, diba? Second and third,
Hindi, may,
still the same.
may ano.
May iba na.
May mana ang shrapnel, mga 50.
Hindi, kaya ngayon, aside
lang.
from that, yung ultimate lang. So,
Mm.
parang isipin mo na rin, sayang mo rin yung mana mo kung hindi
Yep.
mo gagamitin yung shrapnel. And then, you don't really benefit from second and third habang
Yes.
wala ka pang item, so why not, diba?
Yeah.
Mga kaibigan.
Oh, but here it is.
Wow.
Sinurot nila dito. Oh, they're trying to actually follow up, but there is the MLS.
Dire's middle
Let's
tower
survive,
is under attack.
make
Yeah.
them survive. Eternal Envy here though, isang dust lang, pero walang dust na meron ng Virtus Pro. She's
Actually,
gonna be
they
able to
dropped the
wrap around.
sentry ward around it, so that's
Ah.
how they seen it. And yung napakagandang combo, nakita naman, glimpse into Pit of Malice to secure.
Nakikita niyo yung kung paano talaga yung setup na ginagawa. Sobrang, alam mo yun, nagko-complement yung
Synergize.
kit. Nagsisynergize yung kit ni Disruptor tsaka yung kit ni Pinturn. Nakikita niyo ba paano?
Oh, no.
Ang pwede nga doon actually is to glimpse back kapag kunyari late game na high priority target mayroon na patayin, glimpse back, Pit of Malice, kinetic field.
Yep.
Para mas madaling
So
ibagsak
much.
yung ano yun. No?
Oh, mas maano na yun. Kumbaga setup na yun. Eh.
Yeah, so much disables for Virtus Pro. And another glimpse on that Sand King.
And here comes another Pit of Mana as
Oh,
well.
wow.
But MSS
Wow.
really actually
Yeah, timed out that.
with
Kasi
the Burrow.
there's a very small window for you between being glimpsed back from your position to the target location where you can actually dispel it. You can dodge it with a Manta style, or pwede ka nga mag-burst start or blink. Basta dapat lang sobrang perfect yung timing mo.
Yeah, so MSS showing a good mastery
Yeah.
of Sand King there. Kala ko nga mamamatay siya, biglang
Yeah.
wala siya.
So, yun.
Ang best ang score ngayon is 4-3. This is the first game of the best of 3 between Virtus Pro and NP.
So checking out the net worth here, nakita natin ngayon 2 of the members of Virtus Pro actually on top of that net worth board, being the Ursa and the Dwarven Sniper.
Yep. And now, trailing behind but without just a low margin, 400 gold. Just That's just a few
medyo,
goals away.
medyo slow pace ang game na to eh. Kasi nakita natin kanina, I think like what, 5 to 8 minutes, si Rose palaging charge ng charge. Ngayon, he actually got a little bit more afraid because nagkakaroon na ng items, may combo na naman na may easy pick dito ang Virtus.Pro. Actually, even though it's an easy pick combo, it's actually good for team fights din eh.
Yes, tama yan. And Team NP, they don't want to be the aggressors here at this moment because of how many counter engagement tools Virtus.Pro has. They have the Static Storm, they have the Kinetic Field, they have the Glimpse, they have Pit Lord, and of course they have that Ursa who's actually leading the network right now, which is very scary at this moment in time, mid-game.
Oh, but with that in mind, ano kaya pwede ditong gamitin ng NP as an initiation tool? This is what's gonna be it. The combo is there, pero the heal on the Disruptor, grabe, sobrang much protection coming in from Virtus.Pro, and even with the Eternal Envy actually using a lot of cooldowns on just one hero, wala pa rin nangyari.
Tingin ko, miscommunication yun between Team NP kasi nahuli na nila, na-arrow na nila, and Rose actually went in for the kill. Pwede nila i-burst it. Disruptor lang naman eh.
Yeah, they
Oh wait,
second
Eternal
guess.
Envy though did not spot out, and this is a whole heap of Virtus.Pro coming in. Gets burst down agad. There's the ultimate coming in from the Warlock as well, and here comes the combo from Team NP. That's the 1 kill onto the Disruptor, second onto the Ogre Magi, and NP, or rather VP, looking to actually disengage. There's the charge from Rose. Galit na siya, but he's just gonna say no.
Ayaw niya.
And Ramsey's here on the side. Nice stun from MSS. Pero si Ramsey's look the movement speed, but he's just gonna run away. He did have the dagger though, but medyo natakot siya. Didn't have vision.
Pero ito mga besa, Mags ng Madness dito kay Ursa, so that means if indeed siya naging maingat sa paggamit niya, pagka pinindot niya yan kasi, ang Madness kasi ngayon iba na. Berserk na ang tawag dyan. So kapag pinindot mo yan,
Cameraman Jin, pwede
kapag
pa
pinindot
kita
mo
naman
yan,
dyan ng items. Thank you so much.
silence ka. Ayun na nga. Cameraman Jin daw, kaya medyo naguluhan na ako sa buhay ko. Pero ito
But here goes the charge from Rose. Oh, look at that bit of malice. And General Kinetic Field as well. And the Static Storm. But here goes with the side. Aoi going in with the auto attacks. But Ramses on the mega kill streak gets the kill onto the Barathrow. Pero ito na, 3-man stun coming in from the Sand King there. And 3 follow-up kills onto Virtus.Pro. Grabe dito ang communication ngayon ng Team NP.
Yeah. A slight misplay from that Ogre Magi, actually body blocking his mate there. That's why they got 3-man stunned by that Barrow Strike from the Sand King.
They're actually converting yung panalo nila doon sa engagement na yun with the sa Roshan. Pero eto na nga. Si ano nga kasi yun? Tatlo nga kasi kami dito. Si Wolf, si Butters, tsaka si Asuray PH.
Asuray lang. May page na lang yan sa page ko lang.
Ewan ko nga ba't Butters PH yung nilagay ko sa akin. Sa page ko lang din.
Sasabi ko nga, Butters P. Ano yung PH? Para sabihin lang na
Pero
Pinoy
ito,
tayo.
napabalik si Rose. Mga kaibigan, kala ko kanya nila marunong magbalik. Kahit pala si Rose, marunong din.
Yes. And even though they got that 1 kill, isang patay kay Rose, they already got so much XP, gold, as well as of course the Aegis of Immortal.
Yep, from the side of NPM. That's a very good win from them.
Pero ito nga sinasabi natin, Virtus.Pro is winning small battles, pero yung sa gera talaga, yung super talaga, NP is getting the big team fights. Kasi yun yung nagmamatter eh, tingnan mo. Dahil sa 3 kills na yun, they get the Roshan. Na-deny nila sa Ursa na top of the net worth ngayon.
Yep.
So ibig sabihin, mas madali dapat sila makakuha ng Roshan, di ba?
Yes.
Pero sila pa yung nakakuha, yung NP pa.
Pero ito na yung question ko. Sabihin natin, yes, madaming ang stopping potential dito, AoE skills meron ng Virtus.Pro, but wala silang parang sabihin natin explosive na initiator kagaya ng Sand King. Kasi nakita niyo kanina, ang bilis mag 0 to 100 ng Team NP, diba? Dahil sa Sand King na yun. And because of that, magka-follow up yung Warlock, follow up yung Luna, and Virtus.Pro has no answer.
Yeah, actually, that's a good thing that you point out because Virtus.Pro, they rely on setups. Because Kinetic Field and Pit of Malice takes 2 seconds to actually be in effect before they can disable an opponent. So yeah, magandang point that you pointed out. Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, pero ang tanong ko na lang siguro dito is how can, Virtus.Pro make use siguro yung 2 seconds na yun para ma-set up nila properly.
Yeah.
What can they do? So, I mean, from your experience.
Yeah, well, the first idea here for Virtus.Pro is to get that Ursa to go in because he can last more than 2 seconds because of his enrage. Then yung last skill niya, 80% reduction. Then you can, Virtus.Pro can utilize that time that that Ursa is soaking up the damage to set up their initiations.
Yeah.
Pero ayun nga kasi ang nangyari kanina, they have the initiation, they have the setup, they can actually turn the tide nung
Radiant's
ano na
middle
yun,
tower
nung
is
clash
under
na yun. Pero ang problema kasi, alam mo yung sinabi ko na kanina na kapag ka pumasok si Rose, pwede mo gamitin yung Pit of Malice. Ginamit niya.
Oo.
So, ibig sabihin, after nun, wala na silang kahit anong pag-disengage. Wala na silang kahit anong disable na mababato. So, ayun ang nangyari sa kanila.
Yeah. Alright, so noob question na lang from me. Sino ang mas malakas mag-carry in the late game? Si Luna or si Sniper?
I'd go for
ito.
Luna.
Luna
Sniper.
or Sniper?
Kayo, Kuya D.
Kayo, Kuya D. Sniper.
Ultra late
oo.
Sniper.
din
Pero
ako eh.
pag sa team fight sa
Actually,
ganito,
Sniper
parang
din ako.
Luna, no? Oo. Sniper. Pero naisip ko na lang din dito is, oh wait, they're actually going to catch onto the
So,
Luna
I
here.
think
This
he
could
will
be
be
huge.
glimpsed.
But no glimpse actually activated as the
Yeah.
MLS, which actually perfect timing coming in from his teammate.
Pero
Now
ito,
Solo
BP,
caught out in no
Die
man's land.
Solo,
Naku, takbo ka na
Die
pero
Solo,
hindi.
mga
Binagsakan ka.
kaibigan. Riding Solo, mga kaibigan, and Dying
Ng ating
Solo.
Sailor
Ay, nako.
Moonfang.
Ito kasi si Solo kasi, napapansin ko to kahapon pa eh. Feeling niya and Nature's Prophet yung kalaban niya, yung gamit niya lagi. Laging nagsosolo, laging mag-isa. Wala talagang solo talaga yung galawan niya eh.
Radiant's middle
Yeah, and
tower
that
is
glimpse
under attack.
actually did not latch
Radiant
because of
structures are fortified.
the way it works. Kasi parang 5 seconds ago kung saan yung position mo, dun ka magiglimpse eh. And Luna was staying on that position 5 seconds ago. That's why medyo no
Binunggo,
effect.
mga
Now Rose
kaibigan,
finding out the
basta!
sniper. Nice connection onto the arrow there as well. And to follow up with 2 ultimates, that's going to be the epicenter as well as the Warlock. Summon those golems and get the kill on the
Pero
sniper.
eto na, AUI
Static Storm.
2,000 mga best! Oh no, the damage! Tignan natin dito kung tutumba si
Under
Ramses
as
nung
well.
kinakausap yung mga tala.
Here he comes. Ramses is on beast mode ngayon. Look at that, the damage, the swipes. But can the Luna actually survive? Aegis of the Immortal actually popping up, and they are very low in HP here. Ngayon, hanapin na sila 3v1 situation. There is the Pit of Mass as well. Scanty still gets the kill onto the Pit Lord, but Ramses surviving with the lifesteal, and that is going to be a fight that I think Virtus Pro did win
The glimpse
in
back.
their favor.
Oy,
Glimpse back.
napakagandang
Nako,
TV
si
naman
Ramses.
doon ba?
Oh, you don't have any more mana. Isa pang hambas, and Ramses is on a monster
Alam mo
kill
kung bakit,
streak.
alam mo kung bakit pikon na pikon si, pikon na pikon dun kay si Lil, dun kay AUI, ay dun sa Warlock. Kasi sinubukan nila patayin yung chick boy ng BP. ang chick boy ng BP, sa bali-balita ko si Ramses.
Ito na. And
Chick boy yan.
I think that was too much commitment from Team NP.
yes, though they have definitely overextended. They weren't able. Actually, Luna used his ultimate Eclipse on that Ramses, and Ramses had his ultimate available to
Alam
tank
mo,
all that
Yun
damage.
nga ang sinasabi natin doon. Masyado silang gigil sa sniper.
Oo.
Well, tama lang din naman na talagang pagkakaya mo yung sniper para hindi siya makagalaw. Pero let's not forget na may mga kampi din siya.
Oo.
Ang problema kasi, pumasok ng charge si Baratroom.
Oo.
Ang problema,
Si Rose.
hindi naman pwede mag-moonwalk pabalik kapag hindi mo na gusto eh.
Yeah.
Ayun naman yun eh.
I think naisip ko lang doon, okay na yun. Mabilis na na-burst down yung sniper or na-pick off yung sniper. Tapos biglang
Radiant's
bumalag pa sila
bottom
under
tower
tower.
Yes.
And they were in a very precarious positioning.
Yes.
Parang sobrang cluttered nila. And then yung Virtus po dito, alam nila kung sino yung burst nila one at a time. Yes, they got low HP, but Ramses doesn't care about that. He has Fury Swipes, he has Lifesteal, so kaya niya makipagbalagbugan kahit ano siya, low HP siya.
Tama yan. They have definitely very questionable engagement from NP there because of tama naman eh. Number 1 rule of thumb, huwag ka masyadong under a tower because there can be easily TP supports around it. And alam natin, tier 2 and
Alam mo
tier
yung
3.
number 2 rule of thumb,
Ano?
huwag kang hater.
Huwag ka.
Ayun
Hater
yun.
ka ba?
Hater ka ba? Hindi ka po
Radiant's
hater.
top tower.
Kinakulang siguro ng Milo. Low focus yung
babatiin na ako
Low
si,
focus na yung dito eh.
Si Rico, yan.
Uy.
Babatiin ko yan kasi tropa natin yan.
Rico
yan yung mga
PH.
yan yung mga hindi si Rico.
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 Oh.
Kaya pag
Dire's
tinanong mo,
bottom tower is
alam ba ni
under
Rico
attack.
yan? Di ba?
Dire's
Si Rico yan,
structures
mga
are
kaibigan. RIP.
Pero binabati ko si Rico PH.
Radiant structures
Uy.
are fortified.
Hindi kasi
Diba lang naman.
Astro
Oh wait,
PH.
hold that thought. Ito na MLS and here comes the counter gauge coming in from Rose. Pero ito na Ramses with the BKB. He won't actually be able to be stopped here. And now, nakikita nila kung saan dito members ng Team NP. Very low HP on the AU 2000, so he has to back away. And here comes the Mirana from the sides. Puts down a Starfall. And no. wala kang magagawa dyan. MSS is definitely not gonna survive this one unless there is a miracle from God that will save him. And will that burrow
Courier
out
will
as...
give
Oh,
vision.
naku, hindi! Vision on the Courier.
Pabalik mga
Perfect!
kaibigan, pabalik. Everything on in the box, pabalik.
Ayun, nagawa siya ng
Hindi,
last...
puputok pa to eh.
Grabe yung mga illusions!
Puputok yan.
So close.
Ay, wala na. Hindi na pumutok.
Pipe,
Costek finale.
Pipe.
Hindi na pumutok mga
Yeah.
kaibigan. Caustic na sana eh.
good usage of pipe and that urn of shadows to survive that.
May laban pa ang exec ngayon, 9 mamaya.
9 PM.
Kalaban nila ang TI 6 champions lang naman. Wings Gaming.
Sakit din saan.
Pero ayun na nga. Mga best. Akin kasi for Team NP ang kailangan lang nila dito is proper usage lang. Kailangan nila i-chain yung mga ultis nila. Ang ayoko sa nakikita ko sa kanila ngayon is they're actually using the Warlock Golem to disengage. Kanina, talagang ano eh, kumbaga talong-talo na yung clash na yun eh. You can't actually save yung mga tao na nandun with the Warlock Golem. Pero binato niya pa rin.
Yeah.
So that means, sa lagay ngayon, mas magiging matapang itong Virtus Pro to actually push. Kasi alam nila na walang golem itong Warlock.
And this Raptor there actually used his Static Storm and Kinetic Field combo onto 2. And it deterred that Luna to come back to the fight because he was very low. And of course, that Spirit Breaker wasn't able to use his skills after that. And doon na nawala ng setup yung Team NP for that.
So biglang pumasok si Eternal Envy and then, yeah, he did okay damage with the Star Falls. Biglang, nasa na yung mga teammates ko? Nagsisimula na sila.
Ano, yun nga din yung sasabihin ko sana, na pumasok siya, okay yung damage. Sabi ko, nagulat nga ako, yung damage output kahit paano solid pa rin eh. Ang problema kasi walang follow-up.
Yeah.
Walang panapos. Kumbaga may 1 pero yung 2 punch wala. Ayun lang yun.
Yeah, it took them too long to kill that Ramses sniper. And Ramses was able to kind of draw the attention of the team and the rest of Team NP squad para to finish him, and then Virtus Pro cleaned up from there.
I think Virtus Pro already knew that pag nagkaroon na si Ramses ng BKB, it would actually be an easier engage kahit man sobrang daming engage at disengage tools na meron ng Team NP kasi he can just, bypass all of that with the magic immunity from the BKB.
Ayun nga, sinasabi dito. Ba't umalis si Abed ng exec? May internal conflict po ba?
Kasi,
alam nyo,
yun na nga.
Ito lang sa akin dyan. Unless yung management walang sinasabing rason, wag na tayo gumawa ng mga sarili nating ano. Kasi, naniniwala ako ang tao mahilig sa drama. Pero, kung wala naman dapat pagdramaan, wag mo na lagyan ng kulay.
Okay, so wait, tatingnan mo ito. Kasi, standard double shadow play here. MLS plus
Smoke of the Sea.
Smoke of the Sea. Nakikita din Eternal Envy. They did get the Roshan. And could this be a fight that NP are gonna go for? I don't think they want to fight for this kasi nakuha na yung Aegis.
Yeah, they shouldn't be. They should back down now kasi Team Virtus Pro is having that power spike on their side because of that Aegis pickup. And of course, that items on their side.
Yeah.
Ito, may tanong sa chat. Ano sa tingin nyo magandang line-up sa dalawa? I think kasi yung nawala na yung Dota dati na pwede mo sabihin kung sino yung panalo.
Based on draft.
Based on draft. Ngayon kasi more on execution. Tingin ko nga both teams dito, if they actually execute their plan properly, I think talagang kaya nilang mag-take ng game dito. But ang problema kasi wala na yung Dota ganun eh. Kung alam mo, na kapag nakuha mo yung ganitong hero, panalo ka na, okay na, sige na, sa'yo na.
Well, I think sa akin lang naman siguro, based from what I'm seeing in this game, pag na-caught out of guard nila si Ramses, and if they get the insta-kill on him, I think NP would be free to do what they want. Yun na lang yun.
But that's a big if.
Big if kasi...
Kasi pwede tayo mag-cure effective, pero kung di nila ma-execute na maayos, wala talaga. Ang problema kasi dito for NP, football team kasi ito eh. Si Jumbo Bulado, si Ogre Machai, pati si Ursa Warrior. Si ano to eh, kumbaga ano yan, ano ba yung sa may kilala ka ba sa WWE, tatlong malalaking katawan? Evolution yan. Wala yan yung kasama ni Triple H sa Evolution. Wala lang si Omni Knight. The 9 pa siya actually
Dodging. Using the Dark Rift to dodge the trap.
And Rams is actually pushing by himself in the top lane. Oh, never mind. Dyan na yung mga teammates niya.
Yeah, very quickly.
Oh, okay. So that's what Virtus.Pro was playing at. So,
Dire's top tower
naging
is
parang
under
bait
attack.
dun
Yeah, that's true.
si Underlord. And then he just
Dire's
dark
top
rift away.
tower
I mean,
has fallen.
even if he got caught, it
Alam
still
mo
would
yun,
mean a tower in the top lane.
Napakaganda din ng ginagawa dito ng offlane ng Virtus.Pro eh. No? Tignan mo. Actually, yung 5 tao ng NP na ano niya? Ano yun?
What?
Pero mamaya
They
na
got
yan!
the spot onto Rose? How did that
Ay,
happen?
naku po, pinagsasampal si Rose. Sabi niya, ikaw masyado kong makulit. Nagpapanggap kang puno. Hindi ka
Yeah.
naman si Monkey King.
Ah, grabe. Ang dami na sinasampal na pangalan, Rose.
Rose. alam mo,
Radiant's
dapat
bottom
kung
tower
nakikinig
is under
dyan,
attack.
Mineski.net,
Bakit?
Rose yung mangalan, gawan nyo ng meme yun. Tapos lagyan nyo yung tugtog. Every night in my dreams.
Radiant structures
Alam ko
are
nanonood sila ngayon, kaya gawin nyo yun.
Siyempre sa atin sila manonood.
Pero eto,
Patronize.
Radiant's bottom
Ito.
tower is under attack.
Yung pressure lang na nadadala ni Pitlord sa mga lanes. Kasi mabilis siya mag-clear ng wave eh. Alam natin yun. Clear wave, escape, meron yan si Pitlord. Pwede niya gamitin yun. And nakapag-lure siya dun ng 5. That actually made yung top siege na mas madali.
Yep. He created a lot of space
Oo.
for the rest of his team to take that top tower.
Ang question kasi dyan is, baka sabihin ng ibang tao, bakit man hindi na lang nag-put ng forces siguro sa top lane ang Team NP, kahit man siguro 2 o 3. The problem is, I'm feeling like their comp isn't built that way. They have
Yeah.
to stick as a team palagi, or else, risk being picked off one after the other, which I think is what Virtus.Pro is gonna be, specializing on with this comp na bigla lang papasok.
Eto,
Yes.
makikipagbungguan
just
ata
blow
sila
you up with the
dito.
Ursa.
Mga kaibigan, ito ha. 6 mga kaibigan. Alam niyo ba't 666?
Bakit?
Kasi hindi 555.
Hindi
kinuha na.
555. Oh, kinuha ni Kuya Di kanina.
Okay.
Ano daw pangalan ng isda na 3 beses pinauulit-ulit? 555. Sabi ni Ramses, okay, 666 na ako.
Oh, wait! Here's
Offensive
the
Dark Rift.
to the bottom lane, but there's the BKB coming in from AU 2000. Is he going to actually re-engage this Rose with the charge in onto the Ogre Magi? And this is going to be it. A 2-man catch with the Warlock ultimate. Oh no, look at Lil. He's so low HP. But now they have put their slides onto the Pit Lord or Underlord. And that's going to be a double kill for SVG as the Warlock gets himself the Underlord and Disruptor. That was not a fight that Virtus.Pro were looking for. They looked to actually catch off AUI 2000, pero the BKB caught them off guard, and now looks to be a third kill onto no one. That's not gonna be an escape for you. The charge is too damn real, pero medyo malayo dito ang Team NP. Goes in with the slam onto the Ogre Magi. They find the Ursa here. Actually, it's the BKB, pero medyo nakakatakot.
Kited, mga kaibigan.
Ay, nako, the stun! Ouch! That's gonna be the godlike for Ramses there. But now here from the sides comes in the Luna. Nice
the
stun up
stun on
from
the
the
Ursa.
Sand King.
Ramses
Following up another
666.
charge. And grabe,
Tutumba
sobrang
ka ba? Ang kulat
niya.
naman!
Still, they were able to get that with a 3-4 in terms of the kills. That's going to be favored to Team NP, and if you get this spot here too,
Radiant's
that's
bottom
even
tower
better.
is under
Ayun
attack.
nga.
And, did the Aegis expire at that moment?
I think it did.
Yeah, it did. Because
Ito.
there was supposedly Aegis for...
Nakakuha sila kanina eh. Yun yung parang sinabi natin, gusto sanang pasukan ng NP, pero biglang nakuha yung Aegis and then they were like, nope, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
Ayun
so
nga.
Very timely.
Radiant's bottom tower
Unfortunate
is under
timing
attack.
for Sniper
Ayun
to
nga
have
yung
that.
nangyari. Actually, I think yung ultimate Pit Lord, tama yung plano nila.
Yeah.
But I think they didn't expect the BKB to be up on the Luna. Ginamit niya yung Pit of Malice na BKB, nakapag-BKB out lang. Tapos, yung re-engage na ginawa ng Warlock was beautiful.
Yep.
So, talagang, I think ito yung side ng NP na kahit pa paano nakakabawi na sila. They need to, take advantage
Yep.
nung napanalo nilang clash.
And I want to just to point out what Warlock did was hindi niya ginamit yung ulti niya on dun sa nasa unahan, which is the Underlord. He used it on the backlines of Team Virtus.Pro. So Team Virtus.Pro cannot use their backlines to support their frontliner. So that's what happened. Very good play coming out from that Warlock, which landed him actually 2 kills. So yun yung reward sa kanya, napaka-ganda ng kanyang ginawang play.
That's true. Basta ito ni Semple, sabi natin kanina na adapting to the situation.
Yes.
Yung kanina nakita nating clash on the top lane na, di ba, na-burst down si AU 2000 down to like what? like sliver of HP na lang, and if he actually joined the fight, mamamatay siya. That was because of the disables na meron doon ang Virtus Pro. So he just, maybe he thought na, you know, having a BKB would be a good investment, and it turned out to be alright. And then Virtus Pro did not see that coming, and like what you said happened na, the Warlock was able to follow up because AU was just an untargetable carry beast na ayaw na lang pasukan ng Virtus Pro, and they followed up with the charges from Rose, and you know, they got a good amount of momentum with that one. Though isn't it good enough na itong scaling team ng Virtus Pro is going to be, you know, thwarted, or you know, will Virtus Pro with the sniper getting the items still be on top?
Mga kaibigan, will it be Oplan Tokhang or Oplan Tutyang? Tignan natin dito. Pero kasi ang Ursa kasi kapag ginamit niya na yung second skill
Wait
niya.
lang, I think they will be scanned here or not.
Anong tawag ng second skill niya? Anong tawag sa second skill niya? Yung pampabilis ng atake?
Fear spikes.
Hindi, passive yun eh. Pero ito, Ramses, mga kaibigan,
overpowered.
Up, there is going to be the push away, but here comes the Luna with the BKB and the ultimate as well. Not much damage at all. That's one crucial ultimate already taken down. Dark Rift used already. Oh no, pinablik nila siya. And there it is, bit of malice as well. Gonna try to get the pop-ons, but here comes the Warlock again with the golems just stopping in the tracks. Or rather, Virtus Pro in their tracks. But look at this from the sideline. Sniper is free hitting. And si Luna, napala yung steam niya.
Yeah.
Free hit yung Cardel, walang magawa sila dito, hindi nila maabot. Sinubukan abutin ni Sniper, pero mga best, tignan natin yung golem pumapalo pa dito. Ang problema kasi yung Warlock, pagkabato niya ng golem, hindi na pumalo. Sumayaw-sayaw na lang ng running man challenge to, nag-mannequin challenge, inaano lang, pinapabagal lang yung kabila. Pero ito, nag-aabulan na sila. Eternal Envy, will he go for this?
Go in. But he does have the leap out. That is a good ability tool for him. Bit of is actually connecting it again. There's the root. There is the Fire Blast from the Ogre Magi, and that's enough damage that he will get taken down. Ngayon, Sand King, the only one left standing. That's going to be the Yule's Divinity Scepter. Pero Pasha is angry. He wants more, but MSS has a lot of mobility, and he is gonna be on out of there.
And that's true. Tama yung sinabi nyo, no sniper was able to get the free hit. But I would like to take note that Eternal Envy actually got the most out of that because he was able to... Siya yung naka-free hit din siya eh. And he was able to net more kills and more damage for Team NP than what Sniper did for Virtus Pro. That's why Team NP actually won that skirmish eh.
I see.
So, ayun nga.
Actually, medyo nalito nga ako kasi parang feel ko na wala siya kasi umikot siya dun from the riverside going
he
to the
did.
top eh.
Hindi kasi nakita niya na rin, napansin niya na andun yung sniper eh. Kumbaga, pwede mong pasukin eh. Hindi niya din yun yung first fight na may BKB yung sniper. So, hindi niya kina-takedown na madali. Pero, namatay din yung sniper, di ba? So, ayun.
Question na lang siguro, saan tumama yung ultimate nung Luna? Kasi
wala eh. Kasi bukod sa nasa high ground na sila eh.
Nailawan. Nailawan yung puno doon.
By the Meralco, pero wala na patay.
Pero yung BKBs kasi yung nag-pop.
Pero teka muna dyan, that's going to be a fast Dark Rift into the kill. Resulting in the Warlock's death and possibly the bot tier 2 to be taken down. MLS used by the Mirana here. Is the Roshan actually up for taking it? I think it's a no, and then they're gonna just rotate into the mid, but Solo actually gonna get on out of there. And this is going to be Virtus Pro corralling into the bottom lane to get a lot more objectives for their team. And look at this, no one with a free hit. And sumama na si Ramses, so that's going to be an easy tower for Virtus Pro.
Alam mo, militar eh.
Wala na eh. Doon na siya sa point na...
Tatanggalin nila Sanctuary de San Jose. Ito na po, tatanggalin nila. So that means...
Buy na yung shrine.
Wala na yung isang shrine. Pero I think ang mas magandang shrine kasi na basagin yung banda dun sa may Roshan. Kasi if ever naramdaman nila nag-Roshan kayo, they could actually just be there. Mas madali kayo maaabot.
Yeah, I think it's because the opportunity presented itself already for Team NP na nakuha na nila yung bot tier 2. So na lang na nila sa shrine kasi yun yung mas malapit.
Pero actually, na ako dito kay NB. NB maganda yung pinapakita niya dito pero yung items niya hindi pang 37 minutes.
Actually, mababa yung net worth niya eh. He's 5th on the net worth chart behind the offlaner of Virtus Pro.
Well, ang kailangan nila siguro nila gamitin dito is yung Fatal Bonds.
That's true.
Yung
That's
Fatal
actually
Bonds
one of the biggest.
Take advantage of Fatal Bonds.
Fatal Bonds is actually a very instrumental or critical pala na skill here for Team NP to use because when you latch it on the heroes of Virtus Pro, magkakaroon sila ng shared damage. And sobrang daming kasi damage din from NP coming from that epicenter, from that star storm, and from the Luna.
Mga kaibigan, here comes the Upland Tokhan.
But what ka pala resorts?
Hindi kasi, hindi ka ba nanonood ng ng TV? Kasi yung may ad dun yung Resort World Manila.
Ganun ba yun?
Oo.
Akala ko kasi sa...
Sinasabi namin. Kasi baka pareho lang naman.
Akala ko kasi sasabi niyo yung mga picture ni
Eternal
Boss.
Envoy, mga kaibigan, Pit Lord, tinamaan.
He's too tanky. He don't want to actually go and overcommit to this. Roshan is going to be a huge factor here with the Aegis of Immortal. Pero, I mean, it's just...
Pero MSS
Virtus Pro
actually
with the
missing
strong
the
hand.
stun. Pero tingnan mo kung paano
Another...
sila i-zone
Oh,
out.
pag ito tumama, it could be huge, but no, that's not gonna connect onto the sniper. Bit of Malice forcing the Luna to use her...
Illusion.
Yeah, her illusions just to get out of it.
Ayun, actually,
Ito si
Illusion
No One,
roadblock.
action star. Kala mo talaga pumasok ng 4 tap eh.
Sabi si
Oh,
Lil, ito na
SBG.
sobrang galit na. I mean, they just have to get on and just keep it out of there because they have no good position at all. SVG could be a I don't know,
A dead warlock.
yeah, dead warlock for sure. Wala na siyang magagawa.
Sige na, tinulungan na kita, a dead warlock.
Salamat. Kaya kung bakit may co-caster. Tulungan kasi.
A dead warlock.
Yeah.
SVG can
An
actually
easy
be-
target, yun.
Nag-isip siya. Ako naisip ko, dead warlock. Okay. Nice. Beautiful. Para na lang international.
Beautiful.
International cast.
Radiant's middle
And I
tower
think this is
is
a
under
good time,
attack.
somewhat a green light for Virtus Pro to push high ground because of that lack of usage of that golem. But instead, Virtus Pro will just defend their towers.
I think that was just a smart decision from
Virtus Pro.
from Virtus Pro. And plus by Warlock na I mean, sabihin natin, yes, it's not supposed to happen in Pro C, but it still does from time to time na biglang pag hinabol ka ng 5 tao and you're just one person, you sometimes release your ultimate, diba?
Alam mo,
out of
kailan
panic.
lang masarap ang mahabol ng 5 tao
Pag babae sila, tapos ikaw
Hindi.
lalaki. Ano ba?
pag may pera ka, tapos pumunta kang Gilmore. Kasi pagka pumunta kang Gilmore, artista kuya, PC parts mo.
Actually, kahit wala kang pera,
Kuya, laptop.
tatanungin nila. Alam mo, yun yung halata ko. Pag nasa Gilmore ka, if you guys don't know what Gilmore is, yun yung mabili ng PC parts sa, Gilmore, yun yung tawag sa lugar. Yun ang halata ko doon. Pag nakabili ka na ng gamit, tapos pag inom mo sa mukha nila, parang anting-anting siya na naman nanahimik na lang sila.
Oo. So, mas maganda kung meron kang sa box doon na dala para hindi ka nila kulitin.
Oo.
Yun. Kasi ganun pagkababa ko ng LRT. Lalo na kapag nakataxi ka, bumaba ka doon.
Oo, sila pa magbubukas ng pinto para sa'yo.
Oo, actually.
Sasabihin, bubuksan pa nila yung pinto mo, tapos ganito yung sasabihin nila, Sir, PC parts po. Kahit ano po, bilhin nyo na po sa amin. Kahit ano po, bibigay na po namin, 20 mil na po yung pinakababa. Kahit nga siguro yung tricycle nila, papunta yung shop nila gagawin nila eh. Basta nakataxi ka, ganun kakati ka.
Grabe. Tapos, minsan pa ata, may bibigay pa sila ng parang libreng drink sa'yo eh. O sir, nainitan ba kayo sa
Binigyan ako
biyahe
dati doon,
niyo?
bibili ako upuan lang naman bibiling ko.
Oo.
Kala nila bibili ako ng malaking gamit. Bumili ako upuan lang yung tig 1,000, binigyan pa ako ng Mountain Dew. Ang sama ng loob nun, ang sama ng tingin sa akin. Pero ito, huma-high ground na. Tingnan nyo yung high ground capability netong Virtus Pro. Alam naman natin na with the Hurricane bike, level 25 na ba? Level 25 na ata, tapos si Sniper Rino, Master Rino eh. May plus 100 range pa kasi siya, di ba? And then, pwede ito pa lang. So, with the Hurricane Pike and his third skill, mga kaibigan, sobrang layo ng pwede niyang pagpaluan na hindi niya kailangan mag-isip kung tatamaan siya.
And tawag dito, Virtus Pro has many ways to give vision. Maraming ways para magbigay
Oh,
ng
they tried to
vision.
actually go in onto the Cardell there, on a sniper rather, but I mean, there's just too much protection for him. Even though that was a cheeky play from Team NP,
Alam mo,
that's gonna be a no for them.
naisip ko na yung pwedeng gawin ng Valve dito eh. OPM na sound pack para sa Dota 2. Pag ginamit yung Hurricane Pike, sasabihin niya, lumayo ka okay. Pero mamaya na yan, mga beses, Eternal Envy with the flash. At with the flash break in.
Ultimate as well from the Warlock. Lots of commitment onto the entrance of that point, but AUI 2000 with the free hit. Still nobody from Virtus Pro has been taken down just yet. There's going to be the mid lord, and AUI actually buying back. And here is the Aegis of Immortal gonna keep the sniper back into the fight, but was that too much commitment from Virtus.Pro?
Pero ito
That
na,
it backfires into themselves.
No one inaabol, pero si Elizabeth Ramses, mga kaibigan,
Sa kilid,
nandiyan pa rin.
sobrang low HP
Wala
na
na,
dito
iwan
ng
na.
ating Luna. Isang sampal pa, but hindi! Interlemi with a triple kill and lots of time on the respawn. So maybe Team NP can get something out of that, but I don't know. Looks like they're just gonna march onto the mid lane
Yes.
and let's see what they can do.
Alam mo, kasi talagang kapag ka nakuha na si No One ang dali nga nila napitas eh. Kasi talagang may ages din kaya siguro wala din pa kasi sniper. Pero kanina si Ramses talaga nakikita natin na hindi na kaya ni Ramses talaga mag-burst dito. Elizabeth Ramses na siya dito.
Eternal Envy, napakaganda ng mga ginagawa niya play. He was able to blink in and to shut down that sniper actually twice. Kasi
Twice!
Two times.
Twice
Yeah,
from
two
the
times.
rest, mga kaibigan. Alam niyo, pag sinabi ko yung thrice, twice pa rin. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Pero wala twice talaga eh.
Kasi hindi gera na, gewa na.
Gewa na. Gewa na. Paano ko sabihin, Rapsi?
Ay, may nagtanong pala kanina sa sa chat, di ba? Anong, so yung mga square root?
Square root. Ano? Hindi, may nag-chat kasi kanina, Kuya D. Ang sabi, Batters, pa-request nga, sabihin mo nga square root. Square root.
Ay nako, baka Twitch chat nga talaga naman natin.
Mahal natin ang mga yan.
Mahal namin yung nasa chat. Kahit
Speaking
hindi
of
nyo
mahal, guys, sino tingin nyo ngayon na mananalo? I mean, yes, Virtus.Pro.
Speaking of mahal, anong connection dun sa pagmamahal? Ray! Ano ba?
Hindi kasi, pagmamahal mo sa team, masarap. Sino tingin mo mananalo kasi mahal mo sila? Medyo close fight to, I think. Kasi Team NP are able to at least defend their base, but at the same time, Virtus.Pro was able to chip it off a little bit.
Yeah, actually, I would have favored that Virtus.Pro that kahit may marami sila na namatay na heroes, just because of how many buybacks that NP has to commit. And now, there are two important item pickups for the side of Virtus.Pro. Meron kang Aghanim Scepter on that Disruptor, which there's Team NP to use even items when under the Static Storm, and also an MKB purchased for that Sniper. So, no miss na siya ngayon.
No miss.
No
Hindi
miss.
na siya makaka-miss.
Yeah, no miss plus I think, an added bonus, slight added bonus. Siguro pag nag-charge sa kanya yung Baratron, if he can actually hit that mini stun, he'll stop him in his tracks and maybe,
May nag-request na naman, Ray.
Ano?
Ito na naman yung request. Sabihin ko na 44. Siya ka 33. Natutuwa ako sa inyo!
Awit PH.
Awit.
Pero 45 minutes na tayo into the game. Almost 50 minutes on R. Rose going in, has the BKB actually, and here comes the Luna as well, or the Mirana as well. There's the pop onto the ultimate of the Warlock. Luna has to leap away, and the damage is actually going in favor of Virtus.Pro. Look at this, but now look at the damage coming in with the help from the Luna. Look at the burst. That's the one, that's the two, that's three. One more. Oh no, he's gonna try to dark knife on out of there, and he will escape, but in the blink of an eye, Team NP just obliterates the members of Virtus.Pro. What the hell just happened?
So, yun na nga.
Para sa akin, napakagandang pick-up talaga nung before the Spirit Break.
Yes.
Kahit pa paano hindi na siya na, yung static. Kanina kasi yung problema niya, yung glimpse, pati yung kinetic field, na pwede siyang set-upan. Pero nung nagka-BKB na siya, wala na siya pakialam eh. Long hair don't care. Pasok mga kaibigan.
Yeah, actually the members
Pasok
of
bayan.
Virtus.Pro were too clamped up in that engagement. That's why Luna was able to dish out a lot of damage from that Glaives. Kasi nagba-bounce back yung damage niya. And also, to take note, Epicenter. Sobrang lupit nung Barrow Strike nung Sand King and that Epicenter combo.
And now here is the time for NP to push into the mid lane. That tower is down to 50 HP, or 50% HP rather. And
Ito yung sinasabi, ito na sinasabi natin lagi, na kapag ka nabuksan, yung DRP tower na, ano yung pinagsasampal?
Static Storm as well.
Nung sinampal-sampal siya, napaka-running man challenge bigla yung Luna eh. Napa-at night at think of you, biglang napatakbo eh. Tingin mo ikaw, kapag may bear na ganun, tapos biglang nag-aalit sa'yo, pinag-isampal ka ng ganung kabilis, hindi ka ba mapapatakbo?
Ba't mo gagalit ng isang bear? Diba?
Oo nga, dude.
That's the
Don't
question.
poke the bear.
That's the question in the first place. Why would you make a bear angry?
Ha? Malay mo, nakain mo yung pagkain nila. Sobrang gutom mo. Ako pa naman.
Bakit mo nga daw gagawin yun? Huwag mong gagawin kasi yun, Butters.
Ha?
Ay, oo.
Sa Tekken, si Kuma, kalabanin mo. Lapit na lobas ng Tekken 7.
Oo. Kaibigan. So, ayan. Shoutout sa lahat na nanonood dito. Ayun, ilang ba viewers natin? Hindi ko makita ito. Ayun na nga. Marabes. Pero ito ito mga kaibigan.
Oo. Siyempre sila Kuya Din na ulit yan. Nagano lang, binibigyan na namin sila ng pahinga lang para ma-full force nila mamaya yung laban ng execration.
At pagka hindi kasi ang Mineski Radio, kailangan lang magpahinga ng onte. Tayo yung commercial break.
Oo, kumbaga kaming filler.
Filler lang tayo. Ang Mineski Radio kapag tumugtog na naman. Kahapon, usapang wrestling sila. Ano kaya usapan na ba?
Wrestling siya ka basketball kahapon, di ba?
Wrestling. Si
Abangan
Serge
nyo na.
Ibaka.
Darks here. Anyway, sige. I'm gonna ask you guys, who do you think is gonna win this so far? Because Virtus.pro, still they have the lead in terms of objectives because they've secured 1 barracks. Pero the momentum is definitely in the favor of Team NP. And also, wala na kasing buyback si Ramses dito eh. So,
Ikaw, tingin mo Suray.
Sa akin kasi, sa mga clashes na nakikita ko, Team NP always has that one little surprise that, turns the fight, turns the tide of battle for them. Kaya nakita natin kanina yung sa bottom lane, yung ultimate ng Warlock, they got him the 2 kills, and then dun naman sa mid lane, the ultimate of the Luna that, I thought that Virtus.pro having like full HP bars, tapos biglang binagsakan ng Luna ng ultimate, na chip down lahat sila, and then got them 4 kills for like 1 death. I think Team NP should win this, pero of course that's just my observation on this.
Ang akin naman kasi, ang isang key factor dito na nakukuha na ng NP ngayon is yung BKB ng Ursa. Kanina 10 seconds, I think 5 seconds na lang yun ngayon. Sobrang bilis na mawala. The Fatal Bonds is actually there to amplify the damage coming out from Envy and AUI 2000. Ayun nga sinasabi natin, akin lang kasi mas malakas na loob ngayon ng NP. Kasi they know that they can fight. Wala na, kumbaga kanina may element of surprise, pero ngayon alam na nila kumbaga wala nang takot, and they're actually flanking mga kaibigan. Oplan Tokhang, tapos yung isa Oplan Tokhang flanking edition mga kaibigan.
Both of them are actually flanking with Smokes of the Sea and the MLS. So
actually they
spot out
Virtus.pro
Pasha
knows
there
this.
though. Do they have the vision onto Rose, and he is taken down very, very low. One more auto attack, he is down for the count. Does he have a buyback? Get back into the fight if he does need to. I don't know. Maybe press the letter I. We'll just see. Eternal Envy just going for some poke, and Roshan I think is already respawned. So this is a pretty huge objective here.
Yes.
That
Oy,
I think NP
ano
has to
ginawa
fight
ni
for.
MSS? Bakit nag-ulti si MSS ng ganun kalayo? Ano yun?
I think he was thinking that Virtus.pro was gonna try to fight rather than.
Oy!
Oh, why are they going 1v1?
Oy,
Eternal
Miranda,
Envy got out right now,
nag-joke
but
ka na.
here comes the ultimate
Oh my
from the
God.
Warlock.
Eternal Envy!
This is
Wow,
a huge
that's
discrepancy of skills being used by NP. Nandito na si AU 2000, and he actually goes in solo man mode. YOLO na siya, and very low in HP as well, and he will get taken down.
Mistake mga kaibigan.
Domino of mistakes coming in from Team NP. What the hell was that?
One mistake.
Grabe. Parang kumbaga
Parang isang mistake lang, nagtumbaan na sila lahat. Nabalyo si NB, tumalon eh. Tumalon si NB, sabi ni NB, uy, nag-ulti yung tropa ko, pero
ako rin.
nakasama namin siya. Ako din, sama din ako dyan.
Team NP, they were working as a team for the past few engagements, and now they also fail as a team. They also choke as a team, kumbaga. Kasi yung MSS, he prematurely used his ultimate, thinking that Virtus.pro was not actually there. And then Envy actually blinked into that bit of malice.
Yeah. It's either that or parang, I don't know, I guess yun. Parang he preemptively thought na papasok doon ng VP
Yeah.
and just going for the fight kasi namatay si Rose. But then at the same time, baka naisip ko lang, na-press niya lang yung art.
Alam mo kung bakit?
Ano?
Alam mo kung bakit
Radiant's
nag-add
top
si
tower is under attack.
MSS?
Bakit?
Siya kasi si Jack.
Radiant's top
Binatay nila
tower
si
Rose.
falls.
Yeah, so
Ayun yung nangyari doon. Pero ito, tumatakbo si Sniper dito. Pero ginacharge siya. Tignan natin. Uy, nakikita niyo naman na
Wow.
ginagawa. And the push.
a big wave actually. There's like 7 or 9 range creeps.
Grabe sa sobrang tuwa ng Virtus.Pro na, uy,
Ayan
nagkamali yung
sigaw sa
yung
pugad.
NP. Huwag
Ano
niyong
ka?
kalimutan guys, may wave din na
Sigaw sa pugad lawin yan. Ano ka ba? Ayan na yung mga katipunerong
Grabe,
tumutulong para
Kaya ba nilang
magitumbay
masira
yung
to before the...
operasyon sa Pilipinas.
no. Daming gold yan para kaya Pasha.
Sabi pre nung chat, si ano daw, si NB daw, si Yolo Pascual. si Yolo Pascual daw. Napakahusay.
Yolo
Gagamitin
Pascual.
namin yan, si Yolo Pascual.
Maraming salamat ang pangalan.
Maraming salamat sa'yo, paring Buzzer 101.
Wow, maraming salamat, Buzzer.
Maraming salamat sa'yo. Gagamitin namin Yolo Pascual.
Feel ko rin naman si si AU 2000 para lagi siyang Rambo. Mag-isa siyang magraratrat ng kanyang skills against 5 people.
Okay, now Luna, Aoi 2000 taking a page from OG Notice book with that Aghanim Scepter pickup on Luna.
What does the Aghanim Scepter do?
Ano, pwede mo na siya itutok sa, di ba may kampi ka? Kunyari
Oo.
si Rose. Pwede mo itutok kay Rose yung Eclipse, tapos yung AO ni Rose, dun magpo-proc yung Eclipse.
I
see.
Hindi mo na kailangan lumapit. Hindi mo na kailangan lumapit para
Pero dapat sa ally, not on a
Yes.
set of ground.
Actually,
pwede din.
pwede siyang either sa ally so it can move or a ground target. So it actually doesn't move, but at least you don't need to be there.
Kumbaga pwede ka lang pumalo sa gigilid.
So I think and he's keeping his kasi Dragon Lance on his backpack. So ang gagawin niya dito kapag engagement, after using his ultimate, magsaswap siya between his backpack and his Dragon Lance or and Hurricane Pike on his backpack.
Yeah, I think
Para din meron siyang bonus na item.
kasi I think like for 2 times
naman.
already, for twice or thrice already
Uy.
na
Twice.
na occurrences
Mm-mm.
or na nangyari, he actually goes in just to release his ultimate and then it kind of backfires on him. So maybe having this
Yes,
having this
that kit.
Aghanims would at least mitigate that form of mistake.
Hindi kasi napapansin mo kanina pa, di ba? Na kapag kami engagement, if makapasok ng 4-man fatal bond na ginagawa niyan, nag-Hurricane Pike in siya, nag-BKB siya. Pero kasi yung BKB niya kasi ngayon, 5 seconds na lang eh.
So parang
So,
effect
kapag
length.
if ever na gugustuhin man niyang pumasok ng ganun uli, 5 seconds na lang siyang magic immune.
Yes.
So, hindi na gano'n ka-effective yung plano ng ganun. Pero ito, kumakatok na sa pintuan ng NP, itong VP. Pero sila may build.
Still yet to crack any of the barracks of Virtus.Pro and now
Stun will
they have a
connect.
good stun pero everybody from Virtus.Pro is hanging on back and this is just a bait play that they are looking for. Where is that Warlock ultimate? It's going to get a full
That's
catch onto
4.
Virtus.Pro, but Ramses is on the killing spree, gets the kill.
And I think
Onto
this is
AUI,
GG, mga
2,000.
kaibigan.
That's actually a huge catch from Virtus.Pro. Double kill already. There's the ultimate epicenter from the
Sand
Sand
King.
King, pero kulang pa rin.
Yeah, it's GG.
GG is gone,
There you go.
mga kaibigan.
That's going to be
There you
it.
That is it for this game. This is only game 1 of the
So,
best of 3 series. So, meron pa tayong aabangan at hindi pa out. Hindi pa out ang NP dito Pero
Hindi pa.
para